Hi, my name is Brooke Conrarty. I'm going to be talking about the internship that I completed with the USDA Agriculture Research Service. So I did my internship over the summer of 2015, where I worked full-time in a paid position titled Biological Science Aide. I was located in Maricopa, Arizona, and I lived at the MAC, the Maricopa Agriculture Center, which is associated with the University of Arizona. The way that I obtained this internship was by um, responding to an announcement from Dr. Kit Farrell-Poe about an internship opportunity with Dr. Kelly Thorpe. He basically was looking for someone who was interested in doing some cotton growth modeling and getting familiar with different programs associated with that, as well as interested in doing research and working with their new linear move irrigation system. I was very interested, so I immediately emailed her and asked for how I should contact Dr. Thorpe, and Dr. Thorpe requested a short letter of interest as well as a resume. After this, he gave me a call and I attended an interview in Maricopa. And after I was offered the position, I had to pass a background check. Just a word of advice to anyone who is looking for internships in the future: check your emails, respond to them, go for it, go for your opportunities. Don't just wait around. As soon as you see something that's interesting to you, go ahead and do it. That's exactly how I went about getting this internship. So what I actually did was three main parts, and then there were different things that I kind of did in between each of them. So the first thing that I did was compare output data from cotton modeling programs, and I was partnered with Riley Anderson, who is also a senior in the Biosystems Engineering program. Basically what we did is we wrote macros in Excel VBA that would compare output data from the cotton growth models to existing data from past years. And then we would also, every other week, we would sample cotton plants to measure and map growth in a team of 4. So Riley was doing this with me as well, and then we had 2 other teammates. And we would go out into the field and we would cut down a certain length of plants, and we would take them into the lab and we would measure leaf area, we would measure the weights of all of the dry plant material, and then we would map all of the organs that were going up. So we would measure for any kind of node that would lead to a fruiting part of the cotton plant, so it would lead to that. Finally, I was involved in reorganizing an irrigation scheduling tool using Excel VBA. The tool already existed in one form, and it was based on the United Nations Food and Agricultural Organization's paper number 56 on irrigation and drainage. And I went through and basically put that into Excel VBA so that all of the programming was already done for them. What that looked like was this. This is just a small snapshot out of there. I can't show too much of it, but basically the idea is they asked me to have it dummy proofed, and so that the user only had to put in the variables for when they wanted to start their crop and when they wanted to end their crop. And if they would have to change things a little bit if they weren't doing cotton, or if they wanted to do things over a couple of years. But basically this is what I did, and by putting in the start and end dates, the program would pull all of the data from the weather for that year, and it would suggest an irrigation schedule based on soil water depletion when we were out in the So the things I definitely liked about this was that I gained experience with Excel VBA and growth modeling tools in a way that was very different than your classroom experience. It gave a really good idea on how you have to solve problems without being given prompts, and you have to go and find the answers for yourself. I also really liked that I received a variety of assignments. I was never really bored at this. There were slow days, but there were never boring days. And basically anything that I wanted to learn, I was encouraged to go and learn. I was pushed towards different faculty and different members of the staff that would help me out and would teach me different things. And I also like that I got to work in the field and I got to go out and kind of watch something grow for real. And I got to learn to operate the linear irrigation system. It gave a lot of great experience to see how things translate into, your irrigation scheduling and everything like that. My dislikes mostly included that sometimes we had to do some very laborious activities while out in very, very hot temperatures. So, we would be digging for augers so they could do neutron probes, and we had to dig dikes so that the irrigation water wouldn't get into the test fields. However, overall, I would definitely recommend this internship or one like it. It was incredibly valuable for me, and I think it gives me a lot of talking points when I go into employers to tell them the variety of things I was able to do. Thank you.